What's what's going on, everybody? It's Kings and Dreams late night video. Man, just wanted to catch up on uh kind of a recap of what we had experienced from what happened earlier today from the troll talked about the Colombian thing, and then talked about everything that happened on the panel, right? So I don't know if everybody saw what happened on the panel, but like what happened on the panel basically was really just about how modern day ladies, how they feel about what's going on in the society. And the topic of conversation was really supposed to be about what was about how passport bros are traveling to Colombia. And then yesterday, they did that in reference to Brazil. One of the reasons why I'm speaking about it is because, like, I got tagged in Brazil. So I commented and I said, why would you put me in Brazil? No, I'm supposed to be the Colombia guy. So he says, pull up today. So I said, okay, cool. All right. So I pull up today, right? And yesterday I was thinking about pulling up, but it got really testy. I didn't want to pull up yesterday. It got testy, it got very vicious. Um, you know, as Andre just said, if you guys haven't seen Andre, shout out to him, Love Crossing Borders. But he mentioned that, like, the guys were emotional yesterday. They definitely were, right? Now today the guys were calm, and I was one of the guys that were calm. So I was on there for 10 minutes. Maybe, yeah, about 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. And what I said, long story short, really was that men, we seek peace, we seek tranquility. You know what I mean? And so we want positive, positive energy. We want all that. And the crazy thing about it is that all the ladies that were on that panel, there was only one lady. She was the one who was married, and she was a modern woman. She was, but she was the one that kept it respectful. Yes, yes, Felicia. Yes, really. Yep, I'm doing this live because you know why? Because that troll, he was talking. He gonna put something out. So I said, you know what? All right, cool. So let me put something back out or whatever. You know what I mean? But anyway, long story short, right? So again, the thing about it is that with this guy and what Andre was saying is that like these these people, they really didn't want us to come together. But I came on the panel anyway because I wanted to explain to the ladies, and as I was mentioning, there was only one lady. She was married, and she said that she was married to a Latino man. And so she said that she had she had been dealing with him for a while before they got married, and then once they got married, everything was cool, right? And so all of the ladies, they were basically kind of modern ladies, very combative and all of that. So it's just like, all right, so why, you are the ladies that are single. Why wouldn't you listen to the married woman? The married woman was the one who was really the calmest one. And she's the only one who got on camera. She's the only one who cammed up, which is crazy. So all these ladies could talk all they want behind the camera, but they weren't willing to cam up. Hold on, let me go back into the chat real quick. Master Mark, what's going on, brother? Profade, let's go. I don't know what Google mean. You gotta explain that to me, Profade. But yes, Kings and Dreams definitely in the building. Greets from Germany, sir. Is there a beef with the red pill and passport bros? No, not at all. So The reason why I labeled this title the way it is because I am red pill aware and I am a passport bro. So that's why I labeled it that way. Facts. Too much arguing for real. For no reason. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Uh Big Tiz. Yeah, yeah. I saw you on there, man. I saw you on there, man. I'm gonna drop the link for you, man. So really, James? Yes, yes, I'm on here. I'm on here. I'm gonna keep it short though. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm not gonna be on here too long. This would have been better for tomorrow, later today. Yeah, but you know what? I got a son, so I'm on dad mode, man. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do this before I crash. So I'm probably gonna do this, maybe about 30 minutes or so. So is the dude that cried on the stream. I hope not. If he is, you know what? Let's bring him up, man. Hit the like button. Absolutely. Definitely make sure that you hit the like button. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna drop the StreamYard link in the chat. Actually, Felicia, I'm gonna send the StreamYard link to you, and then I'm gonna have you drop the StreamYard link in the chat if you're still here. Uh, Hold on a minute. So this is kind of gonna be a little bit unconventional, but Dre was cooking so much, and so he wasn't able to see all of my comments. Um, oh yeah, whatever, man. I'm not reading that. Late night stream, let's go. Absolutely. OnlyFans. He's trolling you. He's trolling you. He's trolling you. Am I judging you? Yes, I am. All right, but listen. But the thing about it, oh, you're gonna be in Medellin next weekend? Hey, William Cooper, let me know because I will be in Medellin Saturday, August 13th. So hit me up. Let me know, man. Let's link up. So hit me up on my Instagram. Um, as the name you see it, Kings and Dreams is spelled the same way. So hit me up on either my channel or and on Instagram, man. So let's definitely link up for sure. You know. But yeah, man, the thing about it is this, right? So I just want to say this. Now, when it comes to and Passport Bros and the Manosphere, I would say that there's differences, but also there are a lot of similarities. And what I would say with the similarities is that, well, a lot of the older ones are probably, and when I say older ones, like I'm talking about like an Andre Love Crossing Borders, I'm talking about a Tailor Made Dreams, I'm talking about a Zoom to Thailand, right? So I guess I would be considered quote unquote the younger ones because I'm 37. But so I have that lane in both. But what I would say is that we we have traveled because we travel because we want to, but also experiencing things outside of the United States. We have seen that the ladies are treating us with respect. The ladies are treating us um, with appreciation. They're giving us that femininity. And so when I went on, that gentleman's channel, I'm not going to shout him out. But what I will say is that when I did go on his channel, I was on there maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, and shout out to No Excuse Entertainment, man. I mean, he was in there for the long haul. Like he was in there from the beginning to the end. I couldn't do it. I came on there, spoke my piece, and that was that. But the thing about it is that like a lot of the ladies were very combative, and as I mentioned earlier, the one woman who wasn't combative, what I will say is that she was a bit delusional because she's married, so she's married to a Latino man, and she emphasized that. Cool, kudos to her. But the thing about it is that the married woman was the one who gave the least problems. The women who were combative were the women who either were had been married or were baby mamas and things like that. So it's like, all right, you know what, you want to be combative, cool. And then the thing about it is that, and I said in the private chat, And I said this verbatim in the private chat. So I said, you know what? All right, you giving off this masculine energy, and I'm not feeling that, right? And so the thing about it is that the one who doesn't want to argue is the ones. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The one who doesn't want to argue is the one who's not being combative, which is the one who's married. Everyone else were combative and wanted to argue. Hold on, let me let my man up. What's up, Big Tiz?
What up, Kings and Dreams? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. I'll say, I'll say this, man. It was way more organized than it was yesterday. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
yesterday was, I didn't come in yesterday
Me
because it
neither.
was it was a little choppy, man. But today looked more like you could chime in a little bit, but it was still a lot of animosity. I don't know why. I don't know why the Tribal Bros get a lot of animosity, man.
Well, well, the thing about it is that so they, the ladies, they compare the travel bros to the manosphere. And I will say that there are travel bros that are manosphere as well. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. You know, we just watched Andre Love crossing borders. He's one of them. I would say my man. I see Chapapa TV. I would see my man Bruce Wayne. But just because you manosphere and a travel bro, that doesn't make you a bad person. You just understand the awareness of what's going on out here, right?
Right.
So, what say you? So, are you? Would you consider yourself both, or would you consider yourself one or the other?
Well, I don't really like to use the title, you know, manosphere. I do look at like manosphere, content,
Okay, so
but
men centric.
men-centric content, right? Some of the rhetoric I agree with, some I don't.
Okay.
But you know, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit up here and like, okay, what you're saying is wrong, wrong, wrong. If I don't agree with it, I'm gonna just turn it off or not watch it.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't consider. I'm more on the side of the travel, bro. I'm more of like, okay, I don't even want to deal with the community like that. Not in like a bad way, but I just want to do my own thing. You know.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So, all right. So let me ask you this: Would you say that you have an an awareness to not deal with the politics of the modern day woman, regardless of race?
Do I have the awareness of like not to deal with the politics of the modern day woman? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Okay.
The modern day woman, or the Western woman, with people might say as well. You know, it's not just in America, man. You guys are talking about this, and in the UK. UK has a big MGTOW presence. Australia, these guys are frustrated in the Western world,
Hmm.
with modern women. So it's not just in America. So I'm noticing all of these issues that men are having around, Western civilization,
Right.
specifically in first world countries, where poverty isn't really, you know, it doesn't really have an effect on society like the Dominican Republic, where they need money, or like Africa, like these other impoverished countries. So I think it's to me it's more of an entitlement with the modern women. So I'm more aware, to answer your question. Yeah, I'm very aware of the politics and the entitlement.
Okay. Now, were you on the panel when I was on there? Because I think you might have got on like right before I left or right after I
I
left.
got I got on after you left. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So yeah, because well, I left because like I kind of seen the foolishness what was going on in the chat. So like I have my laptop here, right?
right.
So for me, what I do is I look in the chat like anytime like I'm on live, just
Yeah,
to kind of see what people are talking about as I'm talking. And
yeah,
so there were two of his moderators and like they were like, they were using all type of, I guess you would call it, sign language, shaming tactics. You know what I mean? And they were talking about No Excuse Entertainment, saying that, oh, like his wife is a working woman, and it's like
yeah,
you don't even know this man. Like, why
yeah,
would
yeah,
you
yeah.
even, why would you do that? And then one of the ladies, she was saying, hey, is your wife a lawyer? Is she a doctor? Like, why does she have to be a doctor or a lawyer? Like, and then I tried to bring stats into it. I don't know if you saw what I had said. Well, oh, and I was like, well, like the thing about it is that when it comes to um, sisters in our community, like when it comes to preference of dating, sisters are on the bottom of the totem pole. But they said that sisters want to be loyal to brothers. They're
Well,
loyal to a fault, though. They're loyal to a fault
exactly,
because
exactly.
the thing is that they know that they can't get brothers because you're not gonna get a Chin, you're not gonna get a Bradley, you're not gonna get an Enrico. Not to say that they can't get them, but I'm
Right,
saying that there's a small handful that's gonna do that, and a lot of the women had combative energy,
exactly.
and
Yeah,
so sorry, go ahead, my fault, brother.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off,
No, no, no,
man.
no, 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 no. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, you're absolutely right. The statement you made. Also, like I remember the brother No Excuse. He was talking, and the lady, she was just like, she was kind of angry. Like you kind of felt,
Hmm.
bro. And the crazy thing is, this is the funny thing, man. None of them showed their face, and this goes back to the point you made
Right.
earlier. This go back to the point you made earlier about that one woman, who was married. She was the only one that cammed up. She was the only one of the only cordial ones. She kind of understood, you know, both sides, and as well, she was married to a Latino man. So um, that's even more how you say, I commend that. But the other women, they didn't cam up. They didn't have no receipts. They
Yeah.
were just going in, and I'm just like, what is going on? And they was talking about No Excuse wife, and I'm surprised. Kudos to him because he stood his ground, but he was quiet, not quiet, but like he was mature about it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
me, I don't know
Absolutely.
if somebody talking about my wife. I'm like, I don't, I'm a different person, but he was mature about it. He showed restraint, and the lady
Yeah.
just went off on him, and I'm just like, whoa, no, uncalled
Yeah.
for. Like the man didn't call you out your name. You
Yep.
know, he didn't spit in your food. He didn't spit in your face. Like I could see
Yeah.
that, but
Right.
man,
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is that, shout out to No Excuse. To me, I thought that he held in there longer than what he needed to hang in there for. Like
yeah,
I went in there, I said my point, and then like I could see in the comments, and then I can also kind of feel the energy. And I said, okay, this is not going to come to an understanding. This is
hmm
going to come to a clashing of heads.
hmm
And I don't know if you heard what I said, but I said that we're talking at each other as opposed to talking to each other.
to each other.
You know what I mean? And so the thing about it is that like my main female moderator, well, my main moderator is a woman. So, like, if she doesn't support what I'm doing, why would she moderate my channel when I'm
Mhm.
specifically talking about trying to have the conversation with men and women talking to each other? You know what I mean? So, like, I felt that energy, and that's why I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna be, respectful. Say my piece, and be gone. And then
Yeah.
I saw, and then I saw you and No Excuse, and I was like, man, like No Excuse is still hanging in there, and then one of the ladies was like, oh, is your wife a lawyer? Is she a doctor?
Yeah.
Like what does that matter? Like she could be a housewife, and I believe that like the modern woman, and again, this is not only on the sisters. This is about Western ideals. So the thing about it is that they have it in their head where it's like, okay, well, if I'm not able to work for or work with a man not having a job or whatever the case is that like, oh, I'm being taken advantage of. Why would you think that you're being taken advantage of? And it's that fear, scarcity, and lack, to quote the late great Kevin Samuels, because
Well,
that's what he would talk about all the time: fear, scarcity,
exactly.
and lack.
Exactly. Well, it I don't know if you were because this is when I was in the on the panel. But I think No Excuse or
What's up,
Solo, one
Milani?
of the
Pull up. Felicia, drop that link one more time if you don't mind. My fault. Go ahead, bro.
okay, okay. Yeah, I think either Solo or No Excuse said it, but they came down to like the gist of what the issue of the one those women were. And he
Mhm.
said that they wanted like the power. They wanted control over the
Right.
relationship.
Mhm.
So in essence, that let me know, okay, it's not really about us talking about y'all because from the videos I've watched of you, No Excuse, Solo, like y'all don't really talk about y'all don't bash black women at all. Like I don't hear y'all saying like um, you know, black women are this, black women are that. Like I don't even subscribe to those type of,
Right.
channels because it, like I said, it brings negative energy. You
Right.
start to develop like that type of mindset. So I'm all about just doing my own thing. So that let me know my point. What I was trying to make is that let me know it's not about us talking about them because we really don't talk about them.
Mhm.
It's about the control of where you can and can't go. Well, we don't the my in my opinion, I think I think it was like, okay, y'all can't go over here, because these women are, bottom of the barrel. Y'all going over here because they're cheap, woo, 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 whatever their talking points were. It's basically to control you to stay in the matrix, basically.
Right. Yep.
That's what I think they wanted us to do deep down. They could say, oh well, y'all bashing us, keep our name out your mouth. No, we're not bashing y'all. Y'all just don't want us to travel.
Exactly.
That's just keep it real.
Right. No, no, absolutely. And hold on, KPR. I'm gonna introduce you real quick. I just want to respond to what Triz was saying. I completely agree with you because the thing is that the issue is that they are not upset that we have a passport. They are upset of what the passport holds. And they are upset because they want to be in control of the situation. And again, that
Yeah.
goes back into that fear, scarcity,
Yeah.
lack mindset. Um, KPR, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, how's everybody doing in the panel, man? Everything is great. Everything is great. Yeah, I just wanted to respond to like give a little feedback of the energy I got from that. Like you were just saying, they want to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
They basically act like they're the patent for any type of companionship, and because of the passport, we have the options now. So they no longer hold that power. So that's what,
Mhm.
because if you remember, they keep saying, "Oh, you guys can go out there, you can do your thing, you can do your thing." So why are you upset? You're taking girl trips, you're going to Dubai,
Mhm.
you're going to Jamaica, you're going to all these places. You've been doing that for years, but as soon as brothers start going out, is the comparison. That's what it is, because now we have accessibility to for greater comparisons than them. So that's what it's a jealousy thing.
Look, okay, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. So this is I think this is like 2019, 2020. Because I went to, I don't know if y'all familiar with the carnival, but the one in
Hold on.
Trinidad.
Hey, of course. Come on, I'm Jamaican, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I'm gonna get back to the comments in a little bit,
okay, okay.
but yeah, man. Go ahead, man.
Now I just wanted to say, like, when I was on my way to Trinidad to the carnival, I remember because I was going out there alone, and I remember on the plane there was a lot of black women, like a lot of American black women, and some of them were staring. Eventually, like a couple of them were just like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Like I was just getting out a lot, like, "Oh, what are you doing here? Like, how you know about the carnival?" And I'm like, "I just know about it." And these were other, black women, and they kind of were surprised that was over there alone, and I was, doing my thing, and it was kind of like they was in shock and awe, like I wasn't supposed to know about this place. But that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, did you freeze? Hello?
No, no, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. KPR. He's actually Trinidadian. So
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, Trinidad originally, yeah. But basically, you guys make some really good points. It's like my whole thing, the energy that I got from there is it didn't make any sense to me. They were mostly focusing on the Manosphere brothers. They don't seem to understand that we're a different sector. You know what I mean? I mean, we respect the Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying, that aspect of it, but we're totally different category. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
they couldn't seem to differentiate. Like, hey, our interest is totally different from what that sector was. What that sector was all about. So
right,
they basically want to lump us in that sector and use those talking points, what they got from that sector,
right.
and associate us with that. You know what I mean?
Well,
Right.
what I will say, not necessarily in defense, but what I will say is that, what I will say is that there are, at least in my circle, if you will. I mean, I know we're all a big circle, but in my circle, if you will, you know, it is, you know, travel manosphere ish, if you will. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like I would consider Andre manosphere, but that doesn't mean like he doesn't like disrespect the ladies. You know what I mean? He's just,
Right.
it just is what it is. A big boss. Um,
Yeah.
sometimes flyboy way. Like he talks about, like he has modern dating Wednesdays. You know,
Right.
he talks about that. So there's some times where I guess we'll dip and dabble, if you will. You know what I mean? For
Right.
me, for me, I'm gonna stand on my square and say, like, I know I'm a hybrid of both.
Right.
Mhm.
But for the most part, we're not really bashing them. That's the point I'm trying to bring
No,
across.
there's no bashing. Yeah, and,
W-
and, and that's
n-
one of the things I didn't like. Sorry, not to cut you off, KPR. But I just want to finish this point really quick, and then I'm gonna let you continue. But I didn't like when the ladies were saying bashing because they were using it in the wrong way. Because bashing means that you're saying something about a group of people that is deemed to be not true. And what I was saying was, was true, and I came with stats and statistics.
Right.
I came with metrics. They didn't like my metrics, but nonetheless, I came with them. And
They
I
Got
they
didn't
you.
they
give
kept
my
saying, "Hey,
voice.
send me the stat, send me the stat." Like what?
Right. Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
I posted it, but I posted it in the back chat. So I don't know if you were able to see that when you came on.
I didn't know. I wasn't able to see that when I came
Oh,
on.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So when you go, okay, so when you go on the private chat,
yeah.
oh
Hmm.
no, oh because I logged off, so you probably weren't able to see what I had sent. But yeah,
Hmm.
so when I was on there, they were asking me, and I sent them the link, and I said CDC.com, blackdemographics.com,
Right.
CNN.com, Fox.com. Like I sent them like a good 5 to 7 websites where
Right.
they talk about all these metrics when when it comes to black men and black women. So it's not like I'm just sitting up there and just, just saying stuff how I feel. I'm saying what's going on.
Right.
And also I'm talking about what I'm seeing, but what I'm seeing is what is being presented. You know what I mean?
Got got you. I
Right.
think they were they were more focused on the manga aspect of the traveling
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
as
Yeah. Yeah.
guys that's like they have brothers like Andre, shouts out to Andre. He went out there, he started, he started a family and everything out there. They don't highlight those aspects of it. There's many people that's out there starting families, successful businesses, and every time someone brought that point forward, they always swept it under the rug and kept going back to prostitutes. Oh, you guys are going out there, you're mongering prostitutes. They get
Hey,
focusing on that
hey,
as
hey,
opposed.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, okay. It's kind of like it's okay. You ever this is the scenario that I'm thinking. Y'all ever like try to talk to a girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And let's just say she give you like the attitude, like, oh no, I don't want to talk to you. So then you talk to her friend. Her friend is feeling you. Now she's
Right.
salty. You know what I'm
That's
saying? That
great.
that's how it is. So it's kind of like,
I know
okay,
what you're getting at.
it's exactly. So it's kind of like, okay, we don't want you. So therefore, they shouldn't want you either.
They shouldn't
But
want you either.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
right, right, right,
That's
right.
how it is. So it's like, okay, they want to be able to de-police us. You know what I'm saying? They want to be
Mm.
able to. I don't want to use profanity, King of Dream Car. I know you got your channel and everything,
No, it's all
but
good, man.
they don't want to like they want to dick police the man, and it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
got
like
you.
it's kind of like well, my thing is if y'all don't want us, why y'all tripping on if other women do want us? Because if
Right.
when you step outside America, you'll realize, not just in because like I said, I've been all over, man. Like I've been to Europe. You'll realize, man, these women they're into you, but they can't say nothing about the European one because that's a whole different energy. They just
Mhm.
kept focusing on Latin America, impoverished women or poverty. Y'all go, but what about the brothers that's in Portugal, Italy, Spain? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Germany, like they not, they
Right.
didn't want to deal with that. They only wanted to deal like what you said, KPR. They wanted to deal with the mongering because that's how they shame. They using shaming tactics.
Right. And the thing is that, like they wanted to talk about, because like it's it's an easy fight in their mind for them to pick on Colombia because Colombia is a third world country. But the thing
Right.
about it is that the thing about it is that what people don't know, um, a lot of people don't know. Like if you don't watch Andre and Andre, like Andre is one of my good friends. Like that's big bro. Like that's family for real. You know what I mean? So like I knew him when he was getting to know Andrea before he married Andrea and all that. So, like, Andrea is very good, like, when it comes with finances, like, you know what I mean? So she's
Right.
very good when it comes to things like that. And then my lady, she's in Medellin. So she is in school to be a nurse. man, I go to Medellin 6 to 8 times a year. Now, when I come down there, she doesn't ask me for anything. Like when she and I first started like hanging out or whatever, like she would be the one like buying me something. And I'm the one like dressed up wearing all nice stuff or whatever, and she wore nice stuff too, but she's just like, oh, I got you whatever, and like I don't want anything from you whatever, just to prove to me like she really wanted to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean. And so like there's women that come from affluent backgrounds, and so what a lot of women, well, I would say two in particular, they were trying to drive the point home that like, oh, they come from impoverished, and and we're going to take advantage and things of that
Mm.
sort. And it's just
That's
like, oh, like no, that's not necessarily the
it's
case.
that's a shaming. That's another shaming
Of
tactic.
course, of
They're
course, it's a
basically
shaming
they're ba-
tactic. Yeah.
not to cut you off, but they're basically trying to say, oh, you have to go below, so we're still better. So you're still losing. How is it a loss?
Right.
How is it a loss?
Right.
I mean, I hate to bring this up, and I know they brought it up, but the facts is you're getting mostly masculine women. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but that's a reality. They're very masculine. I mean, I know they
No,
try to
no,
use
no. She was, and
it's very
and
masculinity,
she
man.
felt the way. She felt the way. She felt the way when I called her masculine. I remember because after I had got off the panel, I think that's when you had got on Tiz, and she addressed me afterwards. But I was like, you know what, I was like, man, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
no,
no
well,
arguing.
yeah. So yeah, well, Tiz, within the first like 2 minutes of the video, that's really where you want to like catch your bad language. So
Yeah,
we're already 30 minutes in. So yeah. So, but I don't like all that cursing and stuff on my channel. But you know
yeah,
what I mean. But yeah. So this was a very impromptu live.
right, right, right.
But I'm saying like, but she was masculine, and so she was saying that, oh, she was raised by a father and things like that, and I'm like, man, I'm like, you should probably have another conversation with your father because you talking masculine, and the only woman who, I don't know, she wasn't feminine, but she was polite, um, was the woman with the glasses, and the one she was married to the Latino guy,
Mm-hmm.
you know I was able to have a healthy dialogue with her, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to engage with her, but I could see the other ladies were chomping at the bit, and I was like, you know what I mean? So,
Right, right.
yeah, so she's probably somebody where I would like, probably hit offline and be like, hey, you know what? I want to
Right.
bring you on my channel, and then let's have a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe she and I can talk with all the other ladies because, yeah, like once I got left, and then Andre was playing some of the videos that I had missed, and I don't know if you guys saw all of Andre's live, but he was playing some of the videos of where like one woman was talking about, oh, like you can just guys always want to talk about they want to hit our kids, and um you know,
Right. I remember. Right.
yeah, and no excuse was just saying, oh, I don't know if it was you, Tiz, or it might have been no excuse. I don't know. It was one of you guys, but basically, one of you guys was just saying, like, all right, so if we're gonna deal with a woman who has children, we want to be able to discipline the child.
Mm.
Nothing,
I think that was
nothing,
no excuse.
nothing came about physical. The
Mm.
woman just jumped out the window. Oh, you guys always want to hit kids. We like, whoa, another shaming tactic.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
That's the only weapons, brother. The only weapons is to shame you. All the arguments was shaming. It was all shaming, putting you down. Or you're degenerate. If you look at the words that they use, you're degenerate. You're doing this. They didn't say mongrel, but just the whole argument was basically a
Right.
shaming campaign. That's
Yeah.
all they had.
It was
With
just
no type of statistics, no type of facts, just preconceived shaming points. That's all they had.
it was you could in their voices it was jealousy, animosity, you know they're it's like we always competing with women. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, oh, we could if you look at it, they was like, oh, we could do the same thing. We could do the same thing y'all doing. Well,
Right. Right,
You know,
exactly.
we're not out here trying to compete on, who could travel the most, who can attract the mate, because man, I'm telling y'all, bro. Like I done seen some crazy stuff overseas, bro, with American women, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Let me go back to the chat. Yeah, no, I feel you, man. I feel
man,
you.
Yeah. But
Uh, what's the name? Terrell. Oh, Terrell. Is it Terrell's? Terrell's winning. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong. I watched the entire video. Brother, we need to talk about the facts, the obesity, the child support system, the entitlement, the stepdad expectations. Help them understand. Oh yeah, man. We gonna give him the RP. Hey,
yo,
Pro, I'm not judging you, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
yo,
Uh,
what y'all, what? I didn't mean to cut you off. What? You remember that last part of the video when the teacher came on
oh
and
man, that was
what?
Oh, that
a
was a snip moment. That was a snip moment.
Oscar award
Yo,
winning
wait,
performance
KPR.
right there.
KPR. Let me get through these comments real quick.
Oh yeah,
And Tiz. Well, you could ask the question to Tiz, but I definitely want to hear because he was the one who heard it live. I seen it afterwards.
Yeah.
So, drop
Yeah.
the link. Hey Bruce, we did drop the link, bro. Profe, yeah, what's going on, man? In the words of KND, drop the link. I'm ambidextrous. Yeah, we
yeah.
dropped the link. Can you guys not see the link? Let me drop the link. Hold on, let me drop the link just in case if you guys can't see it. I'm gonna try to drop it here. All right. Oh, okay. Felicia said that she did drop the link. Sorry, Felicia. Salute from the shy. See you in Cali for Petronio Alvarez. See Money T. Yes, absolutely, man. Shout out to the Shy, man. Shy in the building, man. Shy Town, Shy Rack. Wipe your feet at the door, get the likes up. Absolutely, man. Why we up this late? Hey, man, you know why I'm up this late, man? Andre got me up this late, man. Drink Benningham, bro. Shaking my head. I feel you, man. All right. All good. All right, so these guys are talking to each other. All right, I say pull up. Boom, boom, boom. Man, Dre still up, man. Before you go to bed, excellent points. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, man. I know it's late. It's 3:30, 3:38 in the morning on the East Coast. Hit your boy up on Cash App, man. $1, $2 doesn't matter, man. You know what I mean? Just show the love. All right, Felicia. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Thank you for holding it down for as long as you could. Okay. All right. So KPR, you was gonna ask Tiz that question, right? Because Tiz he was on the panel when all that happened.
Right. So now, what was your opinion on that, Tiz? For me, I think I was a setup, man. I think because he had all their talking points. He came in like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Spanish teacher. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But then all of a sudden, like 2 minutes in, his whole diatribe, he just started. I don't know, man. I was thinking he might possibly be a plant. What do you think about that?
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. You see how hard Peso man was trying to get him up there. That's you know what I'm saying. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
let DW." I forgot his name. Was it DW something?
Yeah,
But he
DW.
was
That
like,
was the DW. Yep.
yeah, he was like, we gonna let him close it out or something like that. He was trying to get him, up there, very very hard. But I mean, the part that got me, man, was when he started breaking down crying. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was like, you know, y'all out there, y'all know what y'all doing. Like, what are you talking about? People go to these places for different reasons, man. Like we
Mhm.
you know, even although, yeah, you may have been first of all, he's never been to Colombia. That's what he said. He's never been to Colombia. So he don't even know what to expect over there. You know, I never been to
Right.
Colombia. I'm going in October, so you know, I'm looking forward to it, right? So I can't speak on Colombia the way, you know, Kings and Dreams may speak on it, or you
Yeah.
know, Andre, or
Yeah.
maybe you, KPR. I don't know if you've been to Colombia, but
That's me,
Oh
man.
yeah,
Colombia,
yeah. He's a Medihead. Yeah. He's a
okay,
Medihead. The only difference between me and him is that I actually got a spot out there, but he's
yeah,
probably been out there maybe about the same amount of times as me.
yeah,
yeah, I've been going out there since like 2016.
yeah,
Oh
Actually,
yeah. Oh well, way more than me. Yeah,
yeah,
I just got the
yeah,
spot. That's all.
yeah.
I'm
So
actually moving out there next year, but yeah, that's another
okay.
story. Yeah.
So I can't see, I can't talk about it, you know. So his experience was what, Costa Rica and Mexico. So he was saying basically, you know, the woman he was with screwed him over. And, you know, I don't know, man. It was
And
just
she's
very,
Mexican.
That's
She's
expats though.
from Mexico.
yeah,
Totally different land,
Yeah, but
totally different culture.
he's married to a Mexican woman, or he was.
he yeah, he said he said that she played him for citizenship or whatever. But I don't know, man. It was like you said, Kings of Dreams. It was the kind of like the talking points of the women. It was kind of like he was like, I'm in the middle, you know, I'm in the middle of this, so I really don't want to pick, you know, choose sides, and I'm true to the bro code or whatever he was saying.
And
And
then
then
he went to the woman's side. Then his points were all women.
yeah, oh my
So
goodness, bro.
that's
And
why I
and
came up. Go.
First
Oh, I
of
didn't mean to
all,
cut you off. I didn't
no,
mean
I
to
was
go
just
ahead.
saying that I would just say this, man. I was looking and like what the hell is going on, man? Yeah, I don't know, bro. It
yeah,
was ridiculous.
you can't be crying online, man. You know, like what are we doing, man?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, you
that got
gotta you
man.
know. Listen, I mean, at the end of the day, man, you know, we all got emotions and all that. You know what I mean? You know, but go to your team and do that. You don't do that online with
Yeah,
people. You know, yeah. I mean, you know, shout out to you, Tiz. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like I don't know you yet. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna call Tiz and just start crying. Like he gonna be like, yo. What's up with this dude, Kings and Dreams, bro? Like he gonna be like, yo,
yeah,
like this dude's bugging right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know what
And
I
Exactly.
mean?
and, and he made it seem like what he say in Latin. He said Latin America. It's not what y'all think. You know, they really going. It's really like America. It's worse than America. He was making it seem like going to Latin America was worse than being in America. And you know, it's all a tactic to keep us there, man.
But
That's
this
I can see
this is
right
what's
through it.
getting me. You can't take a guy like that serious if he's talking about Colombia and he's never even set foot in Colombia. How are you going to talk about Colombia and telling people that, oh, they're out to get you, blah blah blah, and you haven't even set foot there? You can't give anyone any type of feedback about Colombia.
Exactly, exactly. And they was eating it all up. The women was eating it up. You know. Um,
Of course,
And
because
it seems
the
that and they were talking like they know about Colombia and all the information that they're getting from watching different documentaries. You heard one of them saying, "Oh, she mentioned, I think was it Vice or one of those documentaries." So all the they're talking like they've been there and acting like they know about the place, but they're getting information just like anyone else that's never been there.
right.
no, again, like you know, a lot of their opinions are, oh, you know, is really about either hearsay or anecdotal stuff that they've seen. You know what I mean? And so, like, you know, one lady was saying, like, oh, you know, like, oh, you know, like I've seen, you know, a woman, she was like selling herself, and then she, you know, got with a man or whatever the case is, and it's like, yeah, of course, you know, like that can happen, but here's the thing about it is, and I'm going to be completely transparent. No matter what continent or wherever you are, the thing about it is that women are survivors. Men and women don't love the same. Men love idealistically. Women love opportunistically. And
Mm,
once you get that awakening, you will understand that. And that's okay. Because the thing about it is that with men, we're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster. So why not? They have to be survivors.
mhm,
Exactly.
They have to be survivors. So
mhm.
we get that. But don't sit up there and try to shame No Excuse Entertainment. Don't try to sit up there and try to shame Big Tiz. I didn't get the chance to talk about my lady in Medellin, because I was like, yo, like once I said my piece and I felt the energy. I said, you know what? I
It's a
said,
setup.
I'm not coming back. I said, I'm done. And the only
Yeah,
reason why I came on is because I don't know if you know Tiz, but dude tagged a whole bunch of us.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
That's
seen
true.
that,
That's
man.
And if Kevin were, RIP to Kevin, if Kevin was like, he would have tagged Kevin too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He already. I think he's still tagging Kevin in his little and Peso, man.
Oh, that's how he got
That's
popular. Yeah,
yeah.
let's not say his name, B. But
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry. My bad.
no,
My
you
bad. My
good. But
bad.
yeah,
My bad.
but that's how he got popular. He
Yeah.
got popular for coming after Kevin, and then now the young bull Austin, Austin what's his name? Holleran.
Holloman. Holloman, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't want to disrespect the young bull, but you know what I mean. I like his content, but yeah, you know what I mean. So now he's coming after him, and then now he's coming after Aaron BMT. You know, yeah,
Hey.
I'm telling you, everybody that's on this list, he's coming after. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
telling you,
yeah,
he's gonna come after. I'm telling you, he's gonna put a video about me at some point. So
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
yeah,
real. That's real. Yeah, man. But that's basically, like I said, man. It's just that they already come with preconceived notions. And I think, also, like most of his audience is like the people that tune into like Cynthia G and the Nyla. I think what's her name, Nyla something. I forget what her name is, but all the talking points that they were spewing, that's the same talking points that those content creators come with. I
yeah, yeah,
realized.
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah. The modern woman talking points, man.
mhm,
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
mhm.
But yeah, guys, man, I just wanted to come here real quick and chop it with y'all, but I gotta bounce to myself, man.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
man.
man, it's all good. It's all good, man. I meant to keep this live like 30 minutes or whatever, but
Yeah.
you came on,
So,
and I wanted you to get your shine on, man. But yeah, man, Big Tiz, man. So we got about 7 minutes. So to make it an hour. You want to make it an hour, or you want to close out now?
hey, man, this show. I'm off of work right now. I'm on a late shift, so I mean, we can keep going. We could close it, bro. It don't even matter.
Yeah, you know what? Let's make it an hour. All right. So
Okay.
let me ask you this. What is your big takeaway well, what are your two big takeaways that you have taken from that being on that panel? Because you seem so level headed, and I know like in your head, like you were just like, I know you just wanted to like grab like somebody and be like, yo, if you don't be quiet and listen.
Well, I, how can I put it, man? It's a lot of things that were said.
Mhm.
A lot of people on the panel had different opinions, and they had different how you say motives or reasons for what
Mhm.
they said. To me, it sounded like most of those women were alone, and this goes back to what Kevin Samuels was preaching about, man. Most of these modern women are alone. If a woman is happy, right? Think of the ideal happy woman, right? she is not going to bicker and argue on the computer. You know, that she's not going to argue with anybody. You see with the lady you was talking about with the glasses, you see she got on and got off. She
Yeah,
like
Nubian Queen. Yes.
yeah, she had a husband. She was like, "Let me say my piece," in a cordial way. She wasn't yelling, and she seemed like somebody you could, like you said, you could have on your show and talk to. The other women, on the other hand, seem like, you know, they're alone. And okay, I wasn't like a Kevin Samuels like a fan, but I listened to some of his talking points, and what he was saying was, absolutely true about women. Women they'd rather be right than to be like humble or taken aback to where it's like, okay, what I did there was wrong. They'd rather be so right. Oh, you know, y'all got in their mind, oh, y'all got these type of women because of, y'all go over there and pay for them, mail bride order, whatever. Like the stuff they were saying was ridiculous, man. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I think you say you from New York, right? Kings and Dream.
Correct.
You from New York. I'm sure you've been out and New York is a melting pot. I'm originally from Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a melting pot. So I know you done seen, especially New York, women from all types of caliber. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen women from all types of caliber in LA. It's not like it's. I'm not gonna say it's better overseas, but it's different. You know. But what I'm gonna say is like you got Colombian women in LA. You got Colombian women in New York. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing as like going over there to, Brazil, Colombia, and talking to them because you got them in New York City. Now, if you were somewhere in like Kansas City or some of these Midwest cities or whatever, yeah, I can I understand it's really none of them out there like that. So you want to go, but my thing is, I've been seeing women from all races since I was a young kid. I grew up with Asian people, so that made me want to go to these places. That made me want to see different places of the world. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's not just about
Yeah,
oh
they got a big Filipino community in LA, right? In LA County,
exactly
right? Yeah.
big Samoan community, Filipino community, Korean community. It's a lot of Asian people, and that made me want to go. Travel to these different places because of the people I grew up around. So it had nothing to do with um oh I want to get this woman. Yeah, women, you know, they they're the draw of it, like, they're beautiful women, but you could get women anywhere. It's not, even if we was in the States, it wouldn't be no different. They would still be bickering, arguing. Oh, you going over here because she wants you because you're black. You know what I'm saying? Now
Hmm.
if you go overseas, oh, she wants you because you got money. It's always moving like the goalpost, you know.
Right. Of course.
So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and my last question to you, but before I close out is that like the thing about it is that like the panel was really supposed to be a discussion of why U.S. women dating U.S. women is better than dating Colombian women, and like in the midst of all of that conversation, like it was proven that dating Colombian women are way better than dating US women. Like it's just like it's way better. Way better because no, I'm
hey,
serious because it's just like man, like all of those women were, combative. You heard
yeah,
pain in their voice. You heard
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
stress, and they like, oh, and they like, and the woman the woman who was married, you know, shout out to her. The woman who's married, I think her name was like Nubian sister, and so like I wanted to have a conversation with her because I wanted to say, sister, you being disingenuous because she's like, oh well, why can't women exhaust their options? And I was gonna say, black women cannot exhaust their options the same way that black men can exhaust their options. And yes, a sister can go to Portugal, Italy, France, or whatever, and yeah, a guy is gonna, want to, talk to them and things like that. But if they see that modern woman mentality, like, oh, I don't need a man for this or whatever the case is, they're gonna be like, oh no, I'm out, or another thing that's gonna happen is that they're gonna find a beta male simp in that area. So you're
Mhm.
gonna find a simp in that area, and then you're gonna end up dealing with him or whatever. But you're gonna come back to the States and then you're gonna end up hooking up with the alpha anyway. So what's the
Mhm.
point? You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Ridiculous,
your
bro.
final thoughts, and before we get out of here, because we just hit the 1 hour mark.
Okay, okay. Now I appreciate you for having me on, man. If I'll come on again if you want, bro. It's your
Absolutely, man.
platform. It was a good dialogue overall. We did. It wasn't like yesterday. Yesterday was was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, but if he has it again, I'm gonna probably sit back and watch this time. I'm not gonna um how you say participate,
Yeah, no, I'm
but
a one and done thing. Nah, I'm good.
yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, but
he tagged me, and I was like, all right, I'll pull up for a bit or whatever, and that's
yeah,
it. You know what I mean?
that's
I
it,
show
man.
my
You gotta,
face. I'm good.
yeah, do your thing, man. And yeah, bro, I'll be in Colombia in October, either September or October. So yeah,
Okay,
sure.
man. Smooth, man. I appreciate you, brother.
For sure,
Word, man.
man.
You know what I
Take
mean?
care. For sure.
Absolutely. Salute, man. Salute,
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 salute.
salute, salute. All right, man. All right, man. You know what? We at the 1 hour mark. About to roll out of here, man. But thank you all for definitely tapping in with me. This is a impromptu late night live. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of y'all. Definitely make sure you give me your feedback, your comments. Tuesday, I will be heading out to Cali, Colombia. So definitely make sure that you check me out. Petronio Alvarez, I'm in the building. You know what I mean? So I will be with Andre, Love Crossing Borders. Flyboy Way is going to be in the building. A couple of other bros going to be in the building, man. So definitely make sure that you check me out. Also, Saturday, August 13th, I will be in Medellin. I'm going for Festival de las Flores. So, again, Cali and Medellin. Make sure that you check me out. You know what I mean? So, definitely make sure that you check out the channel. Also, this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be meeting with QB Passport Flexing. We are going to be talking about Mexico. Let's get it going. Monday, August 8th, the day before I leave, I'm going to be on Flyboy Ways Live. We're going to be talking about the pregame going to Cali, Colombia, man. So, man, I got some things coming up. Also got some videos that I'm going to be uploading, man. So stay purposeful. I am out. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.